Okay, this is designer series paper. We absolutely love this paper. I'm trying to make sure it shows up well in the camera for you to see because with the lights sometimes it's a little difficult. This is Brushed with Beauty designer series paper, also known as patterned paper. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? And it can do so many things. Usually we use it as is. But wait until you see what happens when we emboss and sand it. Hi, I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping. I'm so excited to be here and hang out with you for a little bit. Thanks for joining me for a little bit of crafty fun. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. If you're joining in for the premiere, then please hop into the chat and be sure to let me know that you're there. It's so fun to hang out with you for a little bit. And if you're watching the replay, please leave me a comment and say hello. I love knowing that you're here, and I promise that I'll respond as soon as YouTube lets me know that you've left your comment. Okay, well today we're using some designer series paper in a little bit of a different way. So I think we should go ahead and get started. How about you? Let's go. I have a free downloadable PDF tutorial just for you, and the link is down in the description. So please be sure you check it out. Today we're going to be talking all about designer series paper. These three pieces that I have here are from the Brushed with Beauty pack. It gives a whole new look using embossing and a little bit of sanding. You want to choose a pattern that's not too busy. And I love these out of that package because they're just soft and kind of a brushed look, mostly one color with a little bit of subtle texture already built in. And that means that when we emboss it and then we sand it, something really fun happens. This piece has been cut to be 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And what I'm going to use is the Floral Spray 3D embossing folder with it. I found that 3D or hybrid embossing folders work the best here because they're going to give you a deeper impression. And it doesn't really matter. I tried to use ones that were non-directional so that it didn't matter so much how I put it in to the embossing folder. But I did want to get this little flower down here, and these have little plus signs and little elements like that that I thought looked really cool, and I wanted to have that in there. So you do want to create a sandwich. You use the bottom plate if you have a cut and emboss machine like I do, and that's plate number 1. Because it is a 3D embossing folder, you put the embossing folder down next, and you want to be sure the folded part is at the top, or the part that gets fed through first in your machine. And again, because this one is a 3D embossing folder, the next plate I put on top is 4. Don't worry about remembering these. It's written down on the bottom platform, and that comes with the cut and emboss machine. So you're all set. Run it through and it will look like this. Deeper means more texture to reveal. And you can see just a little bit of the white core peeking through when it has been run through the cut and emboss machine. And that's exactly what we want. So now comes the fun part. I'm putting it on some scrap paper to protect my work surface, and I'm going to use a nail buffer. It's nothing fancy. You just get it wherever you get your nail products, and you begin to sand, and you don't need much pressure. Just let the texture reveal itself. And then watch as it comes to life. So here's a piece that I've sanded, and just look at that. It's the same paper and it has a completely different look. Almost like you had taken white ink to it, but you didn't. You just sanded it. So let's go ahead and turn this into a card. My card base is some early espresso. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's been scored and folded at 4.25. I'm going to go ahead then and add in some layers to make it look really pretty. I've got a piece of Calypso coral here that has been cut. I'm going to go ahead and take a 2-inch circle punch, and I'm going to punch a hole out of the middle area. I'm going to put this onto my card base. And no one is ever going to know that there's a hole there except for you and me. It's our secret, and I'm not telling, so I hope you don't either. There we go. Now I'm going to add a 1 7/8 inch circle, punch it out of the middle area, and set this aside because we're going to be using it. And then I'm going to layer this early espresso piece onto the card base as well. And again, it's one of those things that's going to be our secret. No one will know unless we tell them. And we're not going to, right? Shh. Now I'm pulling in the embossed piece, and I like to use liquid glue on this one because it really helps get down into all those little crevices of the embossed piece. So I'll cap that up and then get this and put it onto this card base that we have with all these gorgeous layers. And that's the card front. I have a piece of scrap from Very Vanilla, and then I'm going to be using early espresso ink along with a stamp that says wishing you a lovely day from the Paradise Garden stamp set. I'll ink it up and then stamp it down. The silicone craft sheet not only makes it easier for me to see, but it gives a nice little surface so that the photopolymer stamp has a little cushion to help it work a little better. Now I'm going to take the 1 3/4 circle punch and punch that out because we are going to be layering these circles like it's a full-time job today. Now I'll do a quick assembly of these pieces together. First, I'm going to layer this onto the early espresso. Now I'm going to layer that onto the Calypso coral. Now I'm going to lift this up with some dimensionals. So adding some to the back. Just, I think 3 or so should do it. Then taking the paper backing off. I'm going to adhere this to the card front. I think I'll do it up here toward the upper right. There. Okay. Inside, I do have a nice little layer of some Very Vanilla on top of some of the Calypso coral in there to help flow from the inside, from the outside of the card to the inside. I've got a glue dot on the back of a cute little double linen bow that I'm going to put right here onto the card front. And now I'm going to finish it off with some let's see, Pearls of Beauty and some adhesive-backed metallic gems. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool and add some of these on. And just a few of these right here. So I hope you make sure that you grab the PDF tutorial. I'm so excited to have these available for you, and it's really fun to create them and to know that you're enjoying them. All right. Oh, that's fun. I really like those different looks together. Sweet, quick, easy, and full of personality. It's amazing how that texture comes out, and you can see all the dimension from the designer series paper in the back. It looks like it's a painted background pretty much. And all that is the designer series paper or pattern paper. It's beautiful. So here's the really fun part. This same technique looks completely different just depending on the embossing folder. With this one, I did the Lost Lagoon piece from that same designer series paper pack. And I used the Paradise Garden hybrid embossing folder on it. And this is the before embossing, and this is the after embossing. So not really much happening here, right? But I'm going to show you the finished card. After it was sanded, wow, look at that. You can see it so easily. That sanded embossed part is just gorgeous. I'm amazed at how beautiful it is. The texture just shows up in the most beautiful way. It's a real wow card. All right, and inside just a little bit more of that paper. So I really have fun with the designer series paper on this. These are from the Words of Beauty, and more of the designer series paper from the Brushed with Beauty. And then this is from the Paradise Garden. So I just love how this turned out. This next one uses Mossy Meadow, and I use the Fern and Flora 3D embossing folder. You can really see how it cut through, and you can see the white core on this one. It's amazing how it's the exact same technique with a completely different feel. This has more of an earthy, layered look. So here I am going to show you the card that was created. Here it is. Wow, right? What a gorgeous technique this is on the back. It's just amazing. I added some little butterflies to finish it off, and the sentiment, the die cuts are from the Fern and Flora, but the designer series paper is all brushed with beauty. I just love how it looks just so textured here. And that's the designer series paper. It's amazing. This is one of those techniques that's going to make you feel like you're a crafty genius using the supplies that you already have. So if you enjoyed this, please be sure you give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss more ideas like this. Which one of these embossing versions is your favorite? Tell me in the comments. I would love to know. That's it. How fun to use our embossing folders and a little bit of sanding on that patterned or designer series paper. It's gorgeous every time. This is your sign to go grab your paper, whatever you have in your stash, and give it a try. I can't wait to see what you create. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.